student, welcome to the Solar classes. I am Dr. Anjali Panchal and I am taking your lectures over the anatomy. This is my continuation over the tongue topic which I already discussed. The major part of this topic is already discussed in the previous video. This is a continuation of that video. So I am going to explain the development and the parts of the tongue or the division of the tongue according to the anatomy. So in order to give the answer for the anatomy of the tongue, I have already discussed the vascular supply or the blood supply, nerve supply, lymphatic drainage, origin, functions and the muscular component. In this I am going to give you a detailed diagram and the division of the tongue according to the anatomy. So be with me. When it is developed during the first trimester, there are swellings. There are 4 swellings called lingual impar and tuberculum eminence. So these are the first evidence or the first tissues which participate in the formation of the tongue. We call it the lingual impar and the tubercle eminence, which later on develops and form the part of the structure. So what is the diagram of the tongue? If I refer, you are already aware from your by the lower classes, the diagram of the tongue is like something like this. So we have to discuss the every features of the tongue one by one. As I told you in the previous video, the tongue is formed by the first and the third pharyngeal arch and a low or a minimum second pharyngeal arch. So the pharyngeal arch which participates in the formation of the tongue is the first and the third, and the second participate a lower, third cover the second one and engage with the first to form the tongue. So this is a climatic presentation of the tongue. So we are going to divide this tongue into 2 portions in order I can explain you better. So this is called the apex of the tongue. This is called root of the tongue. Behind this you have epiglottis, palatine tonsil and the furthermore structure. So this is the root of the tongue. This is the apex of the tongue, or you can call it as the tip of the tongue. This midline refer the medial raphe of the tongue. We have a V-shaped. We have this V-shaped demarcation on the tongue, which is known as the sulcus terminalis. This V-shaped demarcation over the tongue is known as the sulcus terminalis. What is the feature of this demarcation? This sulcus terminalis divides the tongue into anterior 2/3 and the posterior 1/3. So this concept get you clear in this video, how the tongue divided into anterior 2/3 part and the posterior 2/3 part. This part is called anterior 2/3 and this part is called posterior 2/3, 1/3. So this much is clear about the tongue. This is about the development. Started from the lingual impar and the tuberculum eminence, pharyngeal arches. These try to form the tongue, and this is the normal anatomic division of the tongue. Now we are going to discuss the papilla. They are the important structures of the tongue. We have 4 papilla present on the tongue. Major function of the tongue from the childhood, you have learned the taste. So the taste function of the tongue is performed by the papilla. So we have the 4 papilla. Over the lateral border of the tongue, we have filiform papilla. So over the lateral side of the tongue, from the tip to some lateral side, we have this filiform papilla. And we have the mushroom shaped papilla present around this median side or the lateral border. It can be present on the lateral border over the median. These are known as the fungiform papilla. These are the filiform papilla. These are the fungiform papilla. and the papilla which present interior to the sulcus terminalis, they are circular in shape and few in number. So we have two important characteristics. These are called circumvallate papilla. I told you two features. These are the largest but fewest in number. These are going to be 6 to 10 in number, but they are largest circular papilla present interior to the sulcus terminalis. They are known as the circumvallate papilla. These are the circumvallate, these are the fungiform, and these are the filiform. The fourth one, which is known as the foliate papilla, they are the uncommon in humans. So you have to remember this thing. This is the foliate papilla, which is uncommon in humans. So you have to remember each papilla and each demarcation. This is the sulcus terminalis. Interior to this is the circumvallate, foliate, fungiform, and the filiform. These four papilla perform different functions in order to determine the taste. The filiform papilla present at the tip, they determine the sweet and the salt taste. The sweet and the salt taste present at the interior tip of the tongue. Salt and sour. Salt and sour is present on the lateral side of the tongue. This lateral side of the tongue is responsible for the salty and the sour taste of the food. And the bitter taste of the food is by this region, by the interior portion to the sulcus terminalis is responsible for the bitter taste. So in order to determine the anatomy or explaining the anatomy of the tongue, you have to identify all the papillas of the tongue. You have to describe all the taste sensation of the tongue, all the muscles and everything in detail. So I told you every detail about the papillas in the few one or two terms. So you have to remember these few lines about each and every one. So this is pretty much about the tongue. I have discussed the anatomy and the physiology of the tongue. You have the anatomy and the functioning of the tongue. Now summarize this with a few 4 points about the tongue that you have to written in your exam. I'm going to tell you 4 key points. So you have to remember this strictly from the exam point of view. So you have two pairs of muscle, extrinsic and intrinsic. They have paired intrinsic and extrinsic, both are paired in number. So you have to remember this, they are 4 in number and they all are paired. Second thing is the hypoglossal nerve. If any individual get damage to the hypoglossal nerve, the tongue is going to deviate toward the lesion. This is a commonly asked question. Whenever the hypoglossal nerve is injured, the tongue is going to deviate in which direction? It's going to deviate toward the lesion. Toward the lesion. The third point was spread of malignancy. So, in case of the tongue, the malignancy can spread from the any component or the any root. Muscular component, neurovasculature component, or from the blood supply. So from the blood, from the neural or the muscular component, or the malignancy can spread to the different parts of the tongue or the different parts of the body. And the last was for the effective functioning of the is a muscular organ. As I told you in the origin, it's a muscular organ. So it have a 4 function: taste, swallowing and speech. But if someone asks you what is the most important function of the tongue, is the maintenance of the airway of the individual. So you have to remember this is the basic function of the tongue. You have from this knowledge from your kids section. But you have to remember the most important part or most important function of the tongue is to maintain a airway pattern for an individual. So these four points summarizes the most important point asked in the examination about the tongue. So I think I made you clear about the tongue. If you still have any doubt, you can ask us anytime. We are just a WhatsApp away. So I think I made this clear. Thank you.